Guys, I'm. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are brilliant. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for having me here. Thank you, Chief, for having me here.
Guys, shh, sit down. You want to hear the greatest true story of Bollywood, then you're going to hear it tonight. Alright? A man from humble beginnings, just like all of you, who is today inspiring millions of people around the world through his movies, through his talent. So please sit down and let's hear words of the great one, Rajkumar Rao, please.
Thank you, Chief. This is truly overwhelming. I had no idea you guys love me so much, but I can see it. And I love you guys equally. And more. And more. I love you guys. Whatever I do in front of the camera is only for you guys, is to entertain you guys, is to make you guys laugh, make you guys cry, make you think, make you question things, and make you socially aware sometimes. As Chief said,
Guys, hang on, Raj. Can we show him our love? As Dato Sri Vijay said, can we show him our love in silence?
I love you too!
Okay, now sit down and let's listen to him speak to us. Shh.
Picky, please! Thank you guys. As Chief was saying, so I grew up, I was born and raised in Gurgaon, and not the current Gurgaon. I was born and raised in the Gurgaon, which was truly a small town at that point of time. And I, as a kid, I grew up in a joint family in a very humble, low middle class background. My father was on a government job, my mother was a housewife. I grew up in a joint family, and the only thing I remember as a joint family we were doing every weekend was watching films on those VHS tapes. And I remember falling in love with cinema, falling in love with those actors, as we all love, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. And I just fell in love with those stories, and I decided then and there, I was in class 9th or 10th, that this is something which I want to do for my life. I'm just gonna be a film actor one day. I had no plans, nobody even far away was going to get to the film industry. I'm truly an outsider, but I had the dream. I had the dream with me, I had my mother's blessings with me, and I was ready to work the hardest. I started doing theatre in Delhi. So this is the story before that. I finished my schooling. I was a good student, not like I was not doing studies, but I started doing stage even in school level plays. Then I joined a theatre group in Delhi. And then someone told me one day, because as I said, financially it was not that great. Someone told me if you can get a bus pass from Haryana to Delhi every day to commute, if you get an admission in one of those TU colleges. And I said, why not? So I joined a college, ARST in Dhola, South Campus, TU, Delhi University, and I got the bus pass. But then there were days before I got that bus pass, where I sometimes didn't have enough money to buy a bus ticket worth 30-40 rupees. So I used to ride my bicycle up and down 70 kilometers with a Walkman in my ears, listening to those Bollywood inspirational songs like Laksh To Har Haal Mein Pana Hai and Chand Tare Todna, because I was very sure that after 10 years, I didn't want to look back and think, I wish I would have worked harder. You know, that's the worst feeling, where you look back and feel, Kash maine aur mehnat ki hoti. I wanted to give it everything that I had in those years. And whatever I'm today, I think it's only that hard work which is paying off till date. So it started with theatre in Delhi. I finished my graduation, I was doing theatre in college, I joined a theatre group outside my college. I just dedicated my life to learn as much. And then I went to a film school in Pune. I studied film acting there for 2.5 years. And there also, I worked the hardest. I can proudly say, I was the hardest worker in my class, in my room, in whatever room I was in. Because I knew that's the only thing I had. There is no substitute to hard work. I didn't have any connection. I'm not the most good looking guy. But when it comes to hard work, not many people can beat me. And I just followed that. But training in a film school changed my life. There I decided that acting is not only about looks or about saying heavy dialogues. It's way more than that. It's about making believe in a character. It's about making you people believe in a character. That when a shy guy from Bareilly Ki Barfi becomes this rangbaaz and says, "Aaj ke baad galat time pe vote kiya na." तो ऐसी लात मारेंगे, कूले में डिंपल निकाल देंगे तुम्हारे. So you believe in that guy. You are with him. So acting became very meditative for me. And since then, that is something which I decided that I'm going to play characters that people will remember for a very, very long time. I was never chasing money. I was never chasing fame. These are all byproducts. I think whatever you do in life, if you truly love what you're doing, everything else will just follow. So just truly, madly love what you do, because you get that. And dream carefully, because sometimes they come true. So be very careful in choosing your dreams. But have that dream and then give it all that you have to make that dream a reality, which I did. And today, standing here, looking at you guys, getting so much of love, I feel like today, if my mother would have been alive, she's there, of course, she's watching us from over there, she would have been so proud. Because this is the dream that we saw together. I went to Mumbai in 2008, in February 2008, after finishing my film school, 2.5 years of training, 3 years of theatre. And Mumbai is not an easy city. Thousands of people go there every day to try their luck, to be a film actor or a TV actor. I went there, and of course financially it was very tough. 3 of us were staying in a house this big, but no complaints, because I was in my dream city. It was not easy. It was not easy to survive there. But the only thing that kept me going was, Jeena yahan, marna yahan, iske siva jana kahan. This is the only dream I saw since I was a kid. And I'm going to make it a reality no matter how long it takes. No matter 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I'm going to be here. I'm going to keep doing this, keep pushing those walls, those boundaries, till one day somebody says, you know what? Why did you do my film? I think that passion, that love for my work, for my art form is what kept me going. And after 2 years, of course, I got my first film, a film by very renowned director, Mr. Diwakar Banerjee. It was called Love, Sex or Dhoka, where it was a very small budget film. And I was pretty sure that this is the film which directors would see. I'm very aware of the reality. I was not expecting after this film, I would go out on street and people would start screaming my names. No. That was not the plan. I wanted filmmakers to watch that film and give me more good work. And that's exactly what happened. Anurag Kashyap saw it. He gave me Gangster Wasipur. Samsadwa, Ramshad Alam, the cult Gangster Wasipur. Are latka diya bhai sahab. And then Hansal sir gave me Shahid because I was doing Wasipur. And Anurag Kashyap and Mukesh Chawla suggested my name. And Shahid gave me my first national award, my first Filmfare award. And then I got Kai Pache, Queen, City Lights. And then of course, this I hope you guys know. But what I meant by telling you my story was, as I said, I didn't know anyone in that city. I didn't know anyone to go to and ask for work, apart from giving auditions and the usual self, as we say, struggle, looking for work. But all I knew was that the amount of love I have for my work, the amount of hard work I was ready to put in, is something not many people would do. And so many people go to that city because they wanted to be famous, they wanted to make a lot of money. My intentions were never that, even till date. My intentions are never that. I've done films which have not taken any money, like Trap, which is Chief's one of the favorite films, where I didn't charge any money because I wanted to be a part of that story. It's such an important story, such a beautiful story. But I think it's very important to love what you do and the intent, why you are doing it. You can have your reasons. You want to make money, of course, there's no harm in that. You want to be famous, there's no harm in that. In my case, it was just pure love for my work, and rest everything followed. But be very sure why you're doing it. Because that's what will push you. That's what will take you forward. वही आपको आगे लेके जाएगा आप क्यों कर रहे हैं ये काम. And I totally believe in that. You can be anyone in life. And you've seen Chief. You've seen the other scenes. They are such big people, but look at their kindness. Look at how humble they are. And that's what I believe in. You can be anyone in life, but first and foremost, be a good human being. Be kind to others, be compassionate, and then be the best in whatever you do. But be a good person first. Because once you leave this planet, once you go out away, from this planet, once you die, people only remember you that how you behave with them. That's the only way people will talk about you. We all will become memories, and let's be a good memory to people. Chief.
Raj, firstly, hearing your story about how you started, the struggles you went through, which looking back now, it's okay, you survived. Look at you today. But do you have a formula in your mind that you apply when you face a challenge? What's your formula? What is Rajkumar Rao's formula for overcoming challenges?
I love challenges. Things that scare me the most in my field, of course, the parts, the characters that scare me the most, I love doing them. I always say yes to them because then you'll push yourself extra. Don't be comfortable with life. Always try and push yourself in your work. Don't be कि आज मुझे 2 ही करना है. नहीं. आज कल मैंने 2 किया था, आज मैं 3 करूँगा. I think always push yourself. So I think that's my formula, that I never thought of following the herd mentality. There are formulas, people say, do these kind of film, do these kinds of parts, 3-4 songs, and yeah, that's it. You'll be there. But I never followed the herd mentality. I always wanted to do different work. I always wanted to be different. I always wanted to have my own identity. That, I never wanted people to put me in a bracket. That this is what Raj does. Oh, he does action fine. He does romantic films fine. Or he does comedies fine. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to do this 3, which is a horror comedy. Vicky, please, somebody said. I wanted to do dramas, Shahid, Newton. I wanted to do, biopics. Again, Shahid, Bose. I wanted to do, yeah, romantic film, Shadi Mein Zarur Aana. So thank you. So I think that's the formula. Never be comfortable in what you're doing. I think always try and push yourself, because there will be times you might feel that, I think now people know me, I've achieved, and I know the tricks. Sometimes you get that technique as an actor, that I know if I'll say it this way, people will like it. I never want to be in that trap, because that's the death of an artist. Where you keep repeating yourself, you keep doing the same characters, it becomes very monotonous. For me, for you guys, and that's not art for me. You have to, every time you have to create something new, to keep going, to push yourself. I think those challenges, I love those challenges because they inspire me. They inspire me to push myself. Because after that, when you achieve what you were scared of, that's the best feeling in the world.
Who is your inspiration? Your ultimate inspiration? Not only in the movie world, but in life. Who do you look up to?
There are many people, growing up, of course, my all-time inspiration is my mother. She was a fighter. She gave us everything that she could, and she always inspired me. There were days in Mumbai when you feel low. It's been 2 years, nothing is happening. Of course, you're there, you're charging yourself, inspiring yourself every day, you're working hard. But there are days you feel like, I gave so many auditions, but nothing is working out. That's where your partner, it could be anyone, your mother, your wife, girlfriend, friend, parents, she had this immense faith in me. And she was very spiritual, so am I. And she would always tell me, don't worry, everything is gonna work out for the best. You would achieve whatever you want to achieve. And she was so amazing, like, when I got the national award, which is the highest award for an actor in our country. Thank you. So when I got my first national award, at the very early stages of my career, I told her, I broke the news that Mom, I got the national award. And she was like, yeah, good, but there are bigger things waiting. Yeah. So I think she had this immense faith in me. So she was my all-time inspiration. Then growing up, as I said, watching films in a joint family, so Mr. Shah Rukh Khan was a big inspiration. Because I could see a connect. He's a Delhi boy who didn't know anyone, who was an outsider, who went to Mumbai and made it so big, of course, became one of the biggest global stars. So he inspired me. Just his journey, him as a person, the charisma that he had, the way he treats people and women, everyone. Bhagat Singh inspires me a lot. Bhagat Singh really inspires me. Such selfless love for the country. That selfless love is something which I totally believe in. Even in your relationships, I think it has to be selfless. In whatever you do. Like if I act, if I give a shot, I'm not expecting my directors to come and hug me every time and say, what a shot, son, what a shot. No. I'm doing it selflessly. I'm doing it because I really love it. So he inspires me a lot. The late Irfan Khan. I totally believe the finest actor we had in the country, Irfan Khan. He inspired me. There are many people, and sometimes in life it happens. Like you're going somewhere on a journey and you see something, and that can give you inspiration. So I think we all are looking for inspiration, and it's around us. Like today I met you and Sir, and you guys have inspired me. Like of course, like coming from nowhere, and in 25 years, just 25 years, building this huge empire with all of you being a very important member in it, that is inspiring. That is very
You
inspiring.
see what I told you? Before meeting Rajkumar Rao, I met a lot of stars from the same industry. But his humility, I'm still in awe And the only reason we are all here today, Raj, is because of that man sitting there, Dato Sri Vijay Vishwa.
Thank you, Dato.
And one interesting question, which you experience as much as them. So what we do, most of them, they are leaving their comfort zones, i.e. their traditional expectation of their family. Get a job, work hard, get married, 17 kids, and move on in life, okay? And so they have left that track. They got off the normal path and they've gone on this exciting path. But they face a lot of criticism. They face a lot of criticism sometimes from people closest to them, the non-believers. And I'm sure you did also. How did you handle it?
I think it's very natural. Whenever someone leaves out that comfort zone and tries to do something different, which people don't expect it to do, that criticism is very natural. But I would say it's your life. You're going to take that journey, not for anyone else, but for yourself. Because you want to do this. You know, you have full right on your life and in choosing your career path. So when people criticize you, don't worry, they're doing it now. But after a couple of years, guys are already successful. When you'll be even more successful, those same people will probably tell their family members, you know, मेरा भाई है. अरे मेरा तो भतीजा है, मैं तो गोद में खिलाया है इसे. Same people. So I think don't worry about what people are saying, because as the Hindi song goes, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. You do what you want to do and prove them wrong. That's the challenge. Because you will inspire not only them, but so many people around you. You won't even realize how many people you will inspire. You will change so many lives, as you're doing already, I'm pretty sure. So do not listen to others ever. Do what you want to do, but do it sincerely, do it honestly, and give it all you have.
Okay. So this is the question to all the married couples, okay? Alright, you know I'm a relationship expert. So now we will test, Rajkumar Rao's relationship expertise. So most of them have marriages, children, and your commitment takes you away a lot. Alright? How do you manage that? How do you manage your personal relationship when duty calls, when your dream calls?
There's only one word answer to that. Love. I think love is the only answer to that. When two people are madly in love, they understand. They understand your work commitments. Of course, I'm not saying I have the most, inspiring love story. We also fight a little bit, it's not like that. But we understand each other. I love you too. But you need to be in love. I think once the love fades away, then the problem arises. If two people are in love, especially now the technology, there's always FaceTime, there are video callings. Just do not break your partner's trust and show them that you love them. Sometimes we feel like they're not understanding us and they're just fighting with us. They're fighting with you because they care. Because they are missing you. They're missing that phone call, they're missing that video call, that message that says, I love you, I hope you're fine, and I miss you. That's it. It takes only this much. So I think it's a very easy mantra. Just be in love, be truly in love. And love shows. Nobody can, if two people are in love, the whole world gets to know, okay, oh, these two are so much in love, I can just see it. So I think that just be in love, guys, is the most beautiful thing.
In the 25-year journey that Dato Sri Vijay Japa built this company, like any business, we had our ups, we had our downs. In your career, you had the ups, higher ups, but you also had your downs. How did you recover from those moments? I mean, you must have had days where you said, you know, it's a bad day or bad week or a bad month. How did you get out of it?
No, it's very natural. I think it's meant to happen. You can't always go up. You know, Sachin Tendulkar, being the best batsman in the world, also had his lows. Steve Jobs, who created Apple, also had his lows. And all of us, I think it's very natural to happen. But in my case, I would tell you from my experience, when I started with things like Shahid, you know, Queen, City Lights, Kai Poche, I was very happy. These films were doing well. I was very happy with the creative side of me as an actor. But then there was a phase in my life when I started, as we were talking earlier, I started listening to others sometimes. And I made some wrong decisions where I was very unhappy. You know, somebody, your team sometimes, or somebody else telling you, do this film, it might be a big hit, and this and that. And I said, okay, the script looks fine, maybe I should listen to this person, and then maybe I should end up doing it. And I've done that, and it didn't work for me. So I've had my lows, but then I decided, you know what, as we were talking earlier, I'm not going to listen to anyone else but my heart. And you have to just push yourself. There will be days when you will feel like nothing is working out. I think it's just a waste. Maybe I should do something else. No. हर रात के बाद सुबह आती ही है. You know, every night will have a day. So do not worry about that. It happens with all of us. Even the biggest of people that you know, it has happened with them. You're not the only one. So do not worry about that. It's very natural. But the difference is how you come out of it. Do not take the whole stress only on yourself. Talk to your friends, your partners. It might take some time, but you will be out of it. As long as you are ready to get up, take that leap, and push that boundary, and push that ball. Just try and do that, and you'll see the magic. Because it has happened with me, it can happen with you.
For those of you who don't know, Rajkumar Rao is also a vegetarian. Alright? Like Dato Sri Vijay, like Japa, like me. And our philosophy, that Dato Sri I mentioned earlier. And why? How did you become a vegetarian? Or why did you stay a vegetarian? Let's put it that way.
I was always a vegetarian. I don't know why it happened. I think so. My mother, as I said, I was very inspired and influenced by my mother. She never ate non-vegetarian food. My father, there was a phase when my father was having non-vegetarian food, and he also stopped somehow. And I never felt like eating it. I think I don't know. It could be my love for animals. I don't know. I never really thought about it, but I think I just love being a vegetarian. And especially now, I see a lot of my non-vegetarian friends converting to being vegetarians because they can see the difference. Physically, you fit better, you feel lighter. So, not like I have any problem with people who are eating non-vegetarians. I think everyone should have their own rights to choose what they want to eat. But I love it. The honest truth is that.
And I didn't know until I met. By the way, we are like childhood friends. Okay?
Yeah, he was my 2 years junior in school.
Yeah. So I just call him Raj. You understand? You guys gotta call him Mr. Rajkumar Rao. But when you're childhood friends, you just say, Raj. Are you guys with me? And they're gonna believe this.
Thank you. I love you too, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know I get so much of love from my friends and family in Pakistan. Whenever I travel, I go out. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, हम एक ही माँ के बच्चे हैं, भूलना मत.
Hang on. And right now, you have reached the point. You have
I love you too! We have singers also.
And you see how fast you guys have forgotten me?
सर मैं तो चला जाऊंगा लेकिन आप यहीं रहेंगे इनके साथ.
So exactly that. I wanted to address what just happened. Now, you can't go
They're
anywhere.
saying, Chief, we love you. We love Chief, right?
You can't go anywhere without somebody recognizing you, without the paparazzi per se. Alright, I've seen on the reels people trying their best to get pictures, but you have always been cool. Alright, in this frenzy surrounding you. But also you get a lot of adoration. A lot of people say you are the best, I love you, this, that. But the whole, I get it 5 days a year. Alright? You get it 365 days like Dato Sri Vijay does, you know. But how do you stay grounded? It's easy for you to, you know.
I think when God has not given me wings to fly, there's no point of flying, right? He would have given me some wings, He wanted me to stay above the ground. You know, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand when people say that how our, when people, you know, sometimes praise this, you know, oh, how come you're so grounded, you're so real. I think in my mind always, of course I say thank you so much, but I feel like I chose this path to be a film actor for myself. You know, I saw this dream sitting alone in my house, not because of someone else. And I wanted to be a film actor because I madly fell in love with the art form. Not because one day I would be a film actor and you know what, then I'll give attitude to the world. I don't understand this behavior. Like, as I said, you have to be a good human being first, right? We all are equals. Just because I'm an actor, people, you know, they watch me on screen, that's why they recognize me. It doesn't change anything. What you are doing, we all are doing our work. And it's equally important in this world. It's equally important to run the world. So I don't know I can behave any other way, but just to be myself. Because I do it for myself, you know, I love acting. I genuinely love what I do and I really do it for myself and not because I want to change myself. There's no point. If I can't be real in real life, I can't portray reality on screen, you know.
And now, what's the dream? Today, standing here at this point of your career, which I think is amazing what you have achieved, but what's next? What's the dream? What's going to keep Rajkumar Rao going forward? What's the goal?
I feel I've just started out. You know, these are just humble beginnings because I'm so hungry as an actor. There's so much fire inside me. And I want to just really push myself. With every film that I do, maybe not every film will give me that opportunity, but whenever I can find and I get that opportunity, I just really want to push myself and take our cinema to an international level. You know, where we go out and people talk about Korean cinema, French cinema, it's happening, slowly it's happening. But I want people to talk about Indian cinema also in that way. Because right now, which is great, you know, I also love that. Because we're known about songs and dance and, you know, colors, which is great. I grew up watching that and I'm a fan of that too. But I want people to look beyond that also. You know, I want people to know for our stories, for, you know, bringing in change in the society through our stories. So I think that's the plan, just to push myself, just to work harder and not be just complacent that now, you know, as I said, now I know it, so I can do it. No. You can never say, I know it all. Any art form. I think every new film, every new project, with you guys also. I think every new project, every new client is a new task. You have to give it everything that you know, with that same enthusiasm every time. That's the only way to be successful, that's the only way to move forward in life. So never ever be just comfortable that, you know, now it's done, now I know it, now I know the game. You don't know the game. Because if you won't do that, There are thousands of other people outside who are ready to do that. So I think the competition is insane, guys. So yeah, always just push yourself and just love what you do. Enjoy life, enjoy what you do. That's the most important thing. Once you start enjoying what you do, then it doesn't feel like working. It feels like this is holiday. You know, these are my holidays.